Hello guys, welcome to our channel. Welcome.
You're great at introductions. Today's video is going to be a little bit of a story time video about something that happened to me last week. I feel like it's my God-appointed duty to tell this story so that if maybe I can save like one person from going through this, and it's like a public service announcement, okay everybody? Be careful with the sun. Let me preface this by saying I have always been afraid of the sun because I have very pale skin and I've had so many instances where I got a bad sunburn. Whether it was because I didn't put on sunscreen as a kid because it was cloudy and my mom said, oh, it'll be fine. Or maybe she didn't say that. Maybe she said, put it on. And I said, no, it's cloudy. I'm not gonna put it on. Or whether it was thinking it's too early in the year. Oh no, I can't possibly get sunburned in April, and I do. Most recent time was when we were in Cuba and I literally put sunscreen from like the top of my head all the way through my body, but I missed the backs of my legs. And guess where I got burned? All the backs of my legs, including the backs of my knees, which I didn't understand how painful that would be until it happened. I'm always very cautious with the sun. How about you? Do you have any sunburn stories?
Yes, a lot of sunburns when I was young because, you know, you play under the sun at the beach and you don't realize that you're burning yourself. So I had very bad burns. Almost every summer I would start the vacation with sunburns.
Really?
Okay?
Even with your skin tone?
Yes.
Okay.
And then eventually I would get like a chocolate, you know, kind of skin tone. And then it was over.
But your mom never told you to put on sunscreen?
No one. You know, there is a point when we were using some sunscreen, but most of the times, no sunscreen. We have very hard skin in our family, I guess. The last time was when I was in the Dominican Republic. That's when, and I had to use aloe vera.
I remember you were so burned.
Yeah,
I've never
it was
seen
so bad
like that.
Yeah. So she came to the beach twice in the past week. She was under the sun and she would say, oh my gosh, the sun here is so tame, it's so mild. It's not like in North America. I love the sun here. I don't feel burned right away. You were so happy, you know, you were satisfied and you didn't put any cream.
Because it was before 10 a.m.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
I thought, I'm not gonna get burnt, of
Yeah.
course. And I didn't get burnt. As you can see, I'm still a lovely shade of white. And this one morning I wake up and I notice a weird mole on my stomach. And this mole was new. Like I'd never seen this before. And it was weird looking. Now I'll insert a picture here of what it looked like. So it was black. Like black.
Right.
All of my other moles on my body are usually like brown or shades of brown. And this was black. I've never seen anything like that before. And it was hard to the touch. It almost felt like a little pebble on my skin. And I told you right away. And what was your first reaction?
I got so worried.
No, that was not your first reaction.
No, that was the second reaction.
That was the second.
The first reaction, I didn't even look at it. I mean, I look at it like that. I was busy. No, it's okay. You know how many times I got it. And then they grow, how do you call tags? Skin tags?
Yes, skin
tags. I thought it was a skin tag. And then if they are very like dark brown, eventually they just die by themselves and they fall off. That's what happened to me a couple of times with skin tags. So I just undermined it and yeah.
Yeah, you didn't even look at it very carefully.
Yeah.
It was on my stomach, so I was looking at it carefully and I was like freaking the fuck out. And I'm not normally the kind of person who goes online, Googles symptoms and like finds cancer. But this time
You found this.
And I found like cancer. It doesn't look like a mole. And when I look it up, it looked exactly like what's called a nodular melanoma. It's insane how similar it looks, okay? It's pitch black like that. They say it sticks out, it feels hard to the touch, and they say it's a very fast spreading cancer and it's a very deadly form of cancer. So I was freaking the fuck out. And then she freaked out eventually.
I freaked out. I mean, she showed me these pictures and said, oh my God, it's the same. Okay, we have to go. You need to be checked. So I called my sister. Do you know the dermatologist here? Yes, there is one. I made an appointment exactly the morning after. You know, I sent him these pictures. We're very worried. I need, you know, my partner to be checked and all of that.
Did you say your partner or your friend from Canada?
Actually no. I said my Canadian friend. You can't break it like that to these people from these small villages, okay? We have to title a video one day and talk about this, actually. La mia amica del Canada, my friend from Canada.
Anyway, so we're at the dermatologist and he he takes a look at it, and the first thing he says is, "That's not a normal mole." We went upstairs to his little like office, and he took these like really close-up photos, and he was looking at it on the computer, and I was like, "Oh my god, I have skin cancer, don't I? He's gonna have to cut it out. Like it's gonna be bad." And then what did he say? He said,
"This is blood. It's just a
sack of blood."
What? Sack of blood? What?
How? Like how? It was hard. Like I couldn't possibly. It didn't feel like a pimple you can scratch off. It felt like a mole.
And he said she must have been punctured or stung by an insect, because it's really like, it's so like a little, like the tip of a needle, you know, that was the size basically.
Yeah, so he took a little syringe and he popped it, and in fact there was blood in it.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That was it. Actually, that was it after 90 euros. Ridiculous amount of money.
Well, in Canada it would have been free, so...
Well, for at doctors, yes, for sure. Okay, if we had to pay 90 euros just to get this worry out of our minds, then yes, okay, it's fine, whatever.
But he did say that, you know, it's a good thing you didn't mess with it, because you couldn't have known. What if it was a melanoma? You don't want to mess with that.
This experience actually scared me. I was scared, okay, because my sister said, no, just don't go now. I mean, just observe it.
And your sister's a nurse.
Yeah, my sister's a nurse, and they said, no, I want to go. And this, I mean, I must say, this experience made me understand how much I don't want to lose you, all right? You're super precious, even if you don't make me touch your fritellas, okay?
No, don't touch it. It's not ready.
Just saying, just putting it out there. I don't care if you don't make me touch. There is so many other things that I thank God I met you, okay? And you're precious.
You too.
I mean, there are things that maybe don't come out in 8-minute videos. Sometimes maybe nasty things come out, but many times there actually most of the times there are very, very sweet parts that maybe don't come out, and people just see 8-minute videos or 10-minute videos, and they might judge in that context. And but there's so much more in life, so
I did overreact a little bit when you touched my fritella.
Yeah, it's also fine that people react to that, because maybe it can correct us. We see ourselves more.
Look, I mean, I don't want to ever be like abusive to my partner, ever, because I come from a family with domestic abuse. So watching that my whole life, that is the last thing I want to become. But yeah, it's true that sometimes like I get angry, but also I feel like that's a healthy thing, to be able to express anger and frustration, because I also come from a family who suppressed our anger. Like we were not allowed to get angry or have an opinion, because you're
and you don't even care if the camera is rolling. If you get bitchy, you get bitchy in that moment, and you don't care to hide it, you know. So that's also like a good thing, I guess.
I don't know. And then I read this book. It's going on another tangent, but I read this book that suppressed anger is what causes cancer. Okay, so it literally said, he literally put in the book, like, the person who's a bitch is going to live longer. No, seriously, like, he was encouraging people, like, no, you know, don't praise this, like, people-pleasing person, because they are putting it inside, and then it manifests into something self-harming, like cancer, or like an autoimmune disorder.
Yeah, let's go into something else to
complete. Okay, so that was our little melanoma scare.
Yes.
And I really feel like I had to tell this story because I want to warn people, like, this might not have been melanoma, but the next time it could be. So, you know, be careful in the sun, and don't go out when it's like middle of the day, and if you do, put on sunscreen. That's another thing. I'm not a huge fan of sunscreen. Like, now there's this TikTok trend where people take sunscreen and put literally a mask of sunscreen, even if they're inside, like working in an office. And to me, like, that's a little too much. Because also there's chemicals in sunscreens that are not the best for you.
And you need vitamin D, for God's sake, especially in these times.
Did you know there were these sunscreens that got recalled because there was actually a carcinogen inside them, and they realized the amount is too high, and it's the chemical called benzene. So check your sunscreen. If it says benzene, don't put it on your skin.
If anybody out there who's following us or watching this video, and they're from Hawaii, and you know, they don't, at least on Maui, they forbid, you know, the use of sunscreen because it was causing cancer on the turtles.
Sea turtles, because
Sea
people would go and
yes.
touch them.
Yes.
And the sunscreen was causing problems.
Yeah, or spraying the water.
Right.
Turtles swimming there. So
yeah, I have this like dilemma because I am very careful about the products I use on my skin. I don't even put like lotions and stuff unless I really need it, because I feel like it's seeping into my skin. What chemicals are in these products? They're not good for me. My deodorant, I make it myself. Anyway, so I'm like a little bit against sunscreen, but still, like if I'm going out after 10 a.m. or before 5 p.m. I'm gonna put on sunscreen for sure, because I don't want to get burned.
What I have been using in the past years, it's coconut oil. Actually, it has, I think, 4% of protection.
SPF 4. I don't think that's doing much.
Search it, you guys, and write in the comment. I read sometimes, so don't quote me on this, that it has some percentage of it actually protects the skin.
Yeah.
And also a friend of mine, so fact check this as well. A friend of mine told me that they did some studies on rats, and they put olive oil on their skin after having exposed them to UV rays. They didn't get any cancer, nothing.
Really?
Yes.
Whoa.
So it's olive oil, which I believe coconut oil would be able to do the same.
Interesting.
But after, not before.
Well,
after they having been exposed to the UV rays. So
anyway, so that's our little public service announcement today. Be careful with the sun, because it is a form of radiation and it does literally cook your skin and harm your cells. So be careful, you know, take it easy, take it with a little dose of caution. And yeah, that's my little story. I'm very relieved that it's not skin cancer. But you should be careful too. It doesn't matter. Don't be fooled by your dark tone. You might still get some kind of...
I'm very careful. I don't cook under the sun for long. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just exposed more than you because I go almost every day, so it's more exposure. Anyway, that's all for today, I guess. And thank you so much for following us and for commenting under our videos. So thank you for your support as usual. We love you guys, and see you next time. Un grande bacio, un abbraccio from Latte Macchiato.
No, you should have said caffè latte.
Caffè latte.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I look crazy. I think this is a scam. I think she just wants us walking around looking like fools. Okay, we are all rubbed out. Good morning, everyone. I hope you wear your SPF today.